The do's and don'ts of picking a tourney bracket. Do pick at least one 12 seed to upset a 5 seed. Everyone loves the 12-5 game for upsets. There's reasons for that. Since the NCAA Tournament expanded in 1985, there have been only 4 years a 12 seed hasn't beaten a 5. Overall, 12s are 44-80 against 5s. That's about the same winning percentage as 10 and 11 seeds in the first round, and that's a significantly better winning percentage than the 13 seeds. So which 12 looks best to pull off an upset this year? How about Arkansas Little Rock? The Trojans won 29 games and have enough size to contain Purdue's front court. Don't fall in love with an 8 or 9 seed. Even if you think there's a special team in that group, its path goes through a number 1 seed in the second round. In the past 10 years, only 5 8 or 9 seeds have reached the Sweet 16. In that same span, there have been 5 10 seeds, 8 11 seeds, and 6 12 seeds that have reached the Sweet 16. Looking for an 11 seed to crash the Sweet 16 this year? How about Gonzaga? The Zags have 5 seed talent, and they've typically done their best work as an underdog. Speaking of underdogs, do pick one to crash the Final Four. In 5 of the past 6 tournaments, a 5 seed or lower has reached the Final Four. And for what it's worth, Michigan State did it last year. Meanwhile, during that same span, multiple number 1s have reached the Final Four in the same year just once. That was last year with Duke, Kentucky, and Wisconsin. If you're looking to pick a lower-seeded team to reach this year's Final Four, take a look at Indiana. The Hoosiers can score with any team in the country, so they have the offense to keep up with Kentucky and North Carolina, their likely second-round and Sweet 16 opponents. Or if you're just looking for a vulnerable number 1 seed, the Tar Heels have a brutal road in the East with a potential Sweet 16 matchup against Indiana or Kentucky. Don't pick an underdog to win it all. Although several lower-seeded teams have reached the Final Four in recent years, one of the heavyweights usually wins out. In the past 25 years, a team seeded lower than third has won the championship only twice. The number 1 seed has won the tournament 17 times in that same span. Do pick a champion with future NBA players. Since 1988, every championship winner featured at least one first-round NBA draft pick. Some of this year's teams that have notable projected draft picks include Duke, Oklahoma, North Carolina, Michigan State, Kansas, and Kentucky. And those are your tips for this year's bracket. Good luck!